Okay, first it helps if I turn on the volume, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's try that again. Good morning and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. For those of you joining us for the very first time, welcome. It is so nice to meet you. My name is Denise Cox and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archewell, Saskatchewan, Canada. And I am here this morning for Wednesday morning's Craft from Your Stash video series. So what that is I'm on a mission to share with you how you can use the supplies you already have on hand. Those ones that you bought because you love them, they're beautiful, and you haven't had a chance to maybe show them the love they deserve. That's what I'm going to share with you in this series. So we're going to make 2 cards, one featuring new and current Stampin' Up! Product, and the other bringing in some retired or discontinued product to share with you how easy it is to swap your supplies and create beautiful cards. So I've had lots of great response to this series and I hope that you enjoy today's video. If you do, please click subscribe, join my YouTube channel, follow me over on Facebook, and yeah, leave me comments, let me know you're here. Today we are going to be featuring a fun fold card that is going to use the brand new, so adorable, Turtle-y Cute Designer Series paper. And then for our retired one, we're going to pull in the Flight Airy retired celebration product. So that paper is one of my favorites. It's beautiful. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about, but we'll share with that later in the video today. Okay, hi Carla, hi Kathy, hello. Nice to see you guys here. Okay, so a couple of updates. It is May 7th, which means yesterday was the launch of the brand new, beautiful annual catalog. So that's this one right here. If you have a copy, I hope you've had a chance to flip through it, put all your markings, make a wish list, all the fun things, full of lots of new product. Now there is a huge emphasis on scrapbooking, which we have not had in a long time. So if you're a scrapbooker, you're gonna love this new catalog. Card makers too, there's lots of beautiful products. And just because maybe the intention was scrapbooking, of course, you can always use it for your cards as well. And vice versa, of course. Okay, so that launched yesterday. New online exclusives launched yesterday, so tons of new product for you to choose from. And you can visit my online store. All the links for anything I talk about are always found on my createwithbirdsnest.ca. So that right on your screen, you can see that. If you just go to my website, everything is there. It's nice and easy. You can click away and find all of the things. Good morning, Jennifer. Nice to see you. So we talked about annual catalog, we talked about online exclusives, brand new in colors, which I am loving. They are gorgeous. Hi Jackie, welcome. New in colors. What else is on my list to talk about today? Oh, the starter kit, of course. Okay. So if you're watching and you're not currently a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, now is the perfect time to join. Buy your starter kit and join my Bird's Nest Stampers team if you're here in Canada, or choose another demonstrator in the US that you can sign up with and become part of their team. So there's starter kit. I'm reading Jennifer's comment and I'll get to my new class in just a minute. I'm so glad that you brought that up. Okay, so starter kit, normally it is a great deal, right? It's the best deal ever because you get to pay $135. You choose $165 of product. You don't pay shipping. You don't pay tax in most provinces. Some provinces you do. And you get a free paper pumpkin in your kit. You get free business supplies should you choose to use your starter kit to run a business. There's no strings attached. It's the best way to buy new product and then get discounts on your future products. So starter kit right now is even better because you get to pick $225. Uh-oh, now I've lost my train of thought. For $135, I think. Oh my goodness, you guys, what just happened? It just went totally, do you guys do that? Seriously. So instead of getting $30 extra of free product, you get $85. Okay? $85. That's like a whole bundle. Okay? So for $135, it's must be $215. Oh my gosh. So I will get that clarified. It was in the email I sent yesterday. Yeah, clearly I have not had enough of my coffee yet today. So starter kit, yes, great deal. If you go to my Bird's Nest, Create with Bird's Nest site there's a link about join my team, and there's a page dedicated strictly to everything I offer my team, the perks you get of being on a Bird's Nest stamper and also of being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So check that out. That deal is on until the 31st of May. Tons of free product included in your starter kit. So it's an amazing deal. All right, now let's talk about Creatively Hatched, because as I promised, I revamped this class. I took it right down to nothing and I built it up again, offering 4 options for you to join. And the best part is I can include all of my stamping friends from around the world in this class. So shout out to everybody who has already joined. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking the new options. Creatively Hatched is my monthly card class. In the past, it was only available to Canadians, and it was one option, and it was a subscription. Now you have 4 different options to join, and you can join from anywhere in the world. So let me explain that to you after I show you the beautiful cards we're going to make. So this month's cards feature the With You in Mind stamp set right here, but of course you can swap it out for something you already own. And it includes the Florals in Bloom paper, and we're going to make these 4, these 4 beautiful cards. Okay. Now, the options are, for those of you who do live in Canada, you can place an order through my online store of $60 or more before shipping and tax. Fill in the form, that's key, because otherwise I don't know that you want the class. You need to fill in the registration form, and where it says which option do you want, you choose free with a purchase, then I'll just watch for your order. So $60 order, you're going to get the class cards for free. Okay, I'm going to mail those to you. Then there's option number 2, which is a $40 kit. That's going to include some Stampin' Up supplies and the cards pre-cut ready for you to put together. You'll just have to cut from your supplies, your designer paper, ribbon, etc. Okay, so that's option 2. Option 3 is cards only. You want the basic kit. You just want me to pre-cut these beautiful cards, put everything in the kit, and send them to you so that you can put them together on your own using your own stamp sets and things like that. Okay, now for those of you who don't live in Canada, or maybe you do live in Canada but you've got so much stuff you just want to use and hang out with us and stamp, there's an option for the digital only version, and that is $15 Canadian. It includes the PDF tutorial and the link to the Zoom class. Now everybody who signs up, no matter which option you choose, gets those options. You'll get the PDF and you'll get to join, come and stamp with me and all of our friends on a Zoom call. The call this month, because of the incentive trip for Stampin' Up, is a little bit further out than I would have liked, but it's on June 4th at 7:30 p.m. Or 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So join in. The links are all in the email I sent yesterday. Of course, you can find them on my website here too. Just click on clubs and classes and all the information is there. So are you excited? Because I am, can you tell? I am so excited to be able to connect with more of my stamping friends, invite you in to our community of stampers, and get to stamp with you and meet you and connect with you on a different level than just these live videos. So I hope that intrigues you. Thank you so much again for everybody who's signed up, and I can't wait to stamp with you. All right, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And remember, I love to chit chat while we stamp. So leave me comments throughout the video. I am watching. All right, now let's get to stamping, okay? Let's kick this Wednesday morning off with some creativity, a hot cup of coffee, and let's get to stamping. Okay, so, we've got a mess down here already. So again, annual catalog launched yesterday. It's gorgeous. If you live in Canada and you don't already have one or have a demonstrator, let me know. I will gladly send one of these to you in the mail. All right, so today's cards are mainly featuring designer series paper, but we are going to use sentiments from the Simply set. I use this stamp set so much. It's kind of my go-to. I love the simplicity of it, and it really does cover like all the bases. So we're going to use this one today with our cards. And then, as I said, we're going to be using some of the brand new Turtle-y Cute designer series paper. Now, this was in our demonstrator pre-order, and I chose to order only the designer series paper, the ribbon, and the bling. I did not order the bundle because I figured I could cut out these cute little turtles on my own. So we're going to make a card using that, and then for card number 2, our old or retired one, we're going to use the Flight Airy. So I've got Garden Green over here and Misty Moonlight here. Okay, so we're going to put these cards together. It is a fun fold card today, a super simple one, and one you'll want to make again and again, because I know I do. All right, so just before we get started, I just wanted to pop this in here because it deserves, let me take that plastic off. Like, how cute are these sweet little turtles? And you could make so many cards using these by just fussy cutting them out with your scissors. So like I said, I did not buy the bundle, but of course you could, and then you could be stamping turtles till your heart's content. But isn't it just fabulous? Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so glad you like that option, Emily. I hope that you'll join us. Okay, let's get started stamping. Okay, I think we'll do these simultaneously because I did have a comment last time that people prefer that way. So we're going to do that. So first thing you need is a piece of cardstock that is 7.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 3 and so it'll be this way. It is scored at 3 1/4 and then at 6.5. Okay, so I've got both pieces already cut and scored to show you today. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 3 1/4 and we're going to fold that to the front just like this. And now you can see it is the standard card size, so it'll fit in a regular envelope. No extra fuss needed. And then we'll fold this one too. I'm just going to grab my bone folder. Okay. So we're going to fold those there. All right. Now, hi TJ. Hi Alexina. Welcome. Now we're going to take some designer series paper. So this is, of course, from Turtle-y Cute. This one measures 3 by 5 1/4. And then from the Flight Airy, I had a hard time deciding, but we're going to go with pink because you guys know, if you watch and follow me, I love pink. So we're going to use those pretty flowers. Hi, Donna. I'm so excited you've caught us live as well. Welcome. Okay, so I'm just using my seal. You could use liquid glue or whatever you have. Whatever your favorite is. I don't really have a favorite. It honestly is kind of whatever is closest to me. Of course, for certain things, I do have a preference, of course, but overall, I just grab whatever's close. So Jennifer's asking on YouTube, in the card class, will we receive the PDF before June 4th so we can pre-cut our pieces? Absolutely you will. You will get those so you have plenty of time to cut the pieces and be ready. That is kind of a requirement of the class so that we can get through all 4 cards on our Zoom class together. All right, so we're going to then stick this one. Remember, this piece is 3 by 5 1/4. And eventually I will get back to blogging, and these measurements will all be on my blog for you as well. All right, so now that's the front of our card. Now remember, I called this a back fold card, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a piece of designer paper here. So again, from Turtle-y Cute, these fun stripes in blues and greens. And we're going to adhere that. Okay, I'm just going to turn this for a sec. We're going to turn that here. Oh, that's not very centered. Can I pull that off yet? I have way more space at the top than I did at the bottom. Okay. There we go. Okay, we've got our strip of designer series paper there. And then again, another pattern from the Flight Airy retired paper. So if you have this one, pull it out and like start playing with it again, because oh my goodness, it is so pretty. We have lots of beautiful designer series paper, but it's always nice to pull off one of your favorites. So there we have it. Okay, so now for the back fold part. Good morning, Debbie. We're going to now take our card and we're going to fold this to the back. Okay, so now it looks as though we have a really thin card, but we're not going to. So you just want to fold that back and you'll see how this all comes together. Again, we'll do the same thing over here on the Misty Moonlight. And I am going to use my bone folder to burnish those folds. Okay, and then I'm going to pop them forward again. Okay, so now we have it like this. So now what the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some white paper. Okay, and these again measure 3 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to stamp a sentiment on the inside. So I am working on birthday cards because I have set myself a little goal to send out more birthday cards. Recognize people on their special days. So we need lots of birthday cards. So from Simply Said, remember I said lots of stamps that I said we're going to use today. This is in the annual catalog. It's returning. I love it. We're going to stamp we're going to stamp Let's Celebrate on the inside of these cards. So using Garden Green here on my Turtle-y Cute one. And then I will clean my stamp. And I went to use my chamois and it is dried right out. So I didn't have time before my video started to go get it all wet again. So we're just going to use my Stampin' Spritz and microfiber cloth to do the same thing. It's just easier if you use a chamois. All right, I love the turtle too, Kathy. At first I was not sure, but I think he's really cute. Okay, so now we're going to switch to Misty Moonlight and we're going to stamp Let's Celebrate on the inside of our bird card. Okay, now I'm going to close. No, I'm not. I think we can be brave. We can leave them open. So what I'll do is I'll take my seal. Okay, so our Let's Celebrate with the blue ink that coordinates with our card base. Love that we can do that so easily with Stampin' Up. Okay, so we've got our Let's Celebrate on the inside. And then we're going to put this one with the Garden Green ink on the Garden Green base. Like that. Okay. Now, here's our cards. So we've got our back fold. Remember, we've already folded it backwards. Now, ahead of time, I cut out 2 squares from the Stylish Shapes dies. They are truly my go-to ones. I love them. So we're going to use, what I recommend using here is either Stampin' Seal Plus or Tear Tape. Don't use dimensionals. Can you believe I'm even saying that? But I am. Don't use dimensionals for this step. So what we want to do now is I'm going to use Tear Tape. And along one side of your square or circle or whatever shape you're putting here, okay, you're going to put a strip of your Tear Tape, or you're going to run your Stampin' Seal Plus. You just want a really strong adhesive there. Okay, you could also use liquid glue if you're very careful that it's not going to ooze out. You'll see why in just a sec. So we're going to pull this piece off. My little bin there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is this is going to get positioned on our designer series paper here. Okay, so just get it nice and straight and then give that a burnish. Same thing over here. Now we could have also made this as a diamond if we wanted to, but I'm sticking with the square. Okay, so I have used Lemon Lime Twist over here on the turtles and Soft Sea Foam over here on the birds. All right, now what this does is now to open the card, you fold it back and pop it open. Isn't that fun? Like, it's a very simple fold, but it just adds that extra special element and makes the card just that much more fun. So let's go ahead and decorate up our squares. So from the Turtle-y Cute, I have chosen this fun little turtle holding his ice cream. So we'll give that a quick fussy cut. And the turtles are quite easy because it's a fussy cut because they're not like super intricate. The birds, on the other hand, are going to be a little more fussy, but we'll get it done. Good morning from Germany. Hello, Claudia. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Doris. Good morning. All right, so I'm just gonna cut out this cute, adorable turtle holding ice cream, and I cannot wait for summer ice cream. We are going, and my husband and I are going to go find a great place to buy ice cream somewhere around where we live. I'm not sure where that will be yet, but we'll have to go on an adventure. All right, so cutting around here. All right. Okay. So next week, I will not be here to do a live video for you on Wednesday morning, but I'm going to try really hard to get one pre-recorded. So you still have some stamping to start off your morning on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. I will make sure to let you know. I am heading to Orlando for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip in Disney World. I'm so excited. Okay, so there's our little turtle for this one. And then, I don't know if we're going to need this cute little basket, but I feel like we should cut it out just in case we do want it. Now, I have never been to Disney, so I am super excited. And I am taking my sister with me, one of my sisters with me. So we're going to have a blast. It's going to be a fun week in Orlando, hopefully enjoying some beautiful sunshine. And of course, meeting Mickey Mouse. Okay, now there's our basket. And my favorite ice cream flavor, well, I haven't met too many I don't like, but my favorite is mint chocolate chip for sure. Love it. Okay, so we're cutting out this. I don't know if we're gonna use these little bits, but we might as well cut them out while we've got them. And we'll switch over to the Flight Airy, and we're gonna cut out this beautiful bird on the branch. Thank you for sharing the video, Doris. I so appreciate that. Remember to click those icons, the thumbs up, the heart. Let me know what you think of today's video so far. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channels, please do. It does help the algorithm to like spread the joy and invite more people to come and watch us and join in the fun. All right, so we're just, see how I'm like turning the paper, not my scissors? That is my trick to fussy cutting. Now, I feel like I need to watch the screen and watch this to make sure it's not all going blurry on you. And as I mentioned, this one, it's not difficult. I don't ever think fussy cutting is like difficult, but it is definitely more fussy to cut out this branch of birds, but I think it's going to be really worth it. Oh, I'm sure I will not have enough time to do everything, Doris. We have chosen to go to 2 of the theme parks there, and we're just going to kind of hang out for the other days. Truly, we're just going to like wander and see. We're staying at the Grand Floridian, so that's going to be a treat for sure. We'll enjoy what that resort has to offer and just really just relax and have fun. Okay. And I've heard there's lots of fun food to be trying at Disney World. All right. Well, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Are you still with me? Okay. Cut this out. And for those of you who are Feathered Friends members over on my YouTube membership, I will be getting a video pre-recorded for you for Monday. So tune in at 7 p.m. Mountain Time if you want to watch it when it first airs, or you can catch the replay anytime. So that will be uploaded for you. Okay, so I forgot this little party hat for our turtle. This also came from the designer paper. So sometimes that's what I do. I don't buy the bundle. If I feel like I can cut all the bits and pieces that I'm going to want from the designer series paper, unless of course it's something super, super amazing that I have to have. But yeah, sometimes you can just save yourself a bit of money and still get to make the pretty things with just ordering the designer paper. Okay, oh, the party hat's gonna go over here. All right, so now that we've got all of the fussy cutting done, we're gonna have another sip of our coffee. And we're gonna pull in some little strips of designer or of basic white paper that are just a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. Okay. And we're gonna pull from our Simply Said, I'm gonna stamp happy birthday. So we're gonna start with the Misty Moonlight over here. And then we'll clean the stamp really quickly. And then we'll use Garden Green to stamp on our white one for the turtle card. So as you can see, I'm building 2 cards using the exact same layout and the same pieces with different papers. And I'm getting a completely different version of the card. So I love to be able to do this, and I hope that I'm inspiring you to do the same. So for instance, with my card class that I was talking about earlier, Creatively Hatched. So if you don't live in Canada, or even if you do and you choose the digital only one because you want to come hang out, stamp with us, make some cards, but you don't have the products I use, switch them out. Use something you already have. There's nothing saying you have to use exactly the same product. Okay, so here's our guys. Now, I'm going to bring some bumpets in. Okay, and we're going to bump up this turtle. So I see one of these fit on his head. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, and then I think I did bring my minis in preparation. So here's our little mini guys. I'm going to put one of those on his ice cream. Okay. And then I'm going to show you guys, we're going to finish this card, both of these cards off actually, with a brand new embellishment that I am absolutely loving. Okay, so there's our little turtle. We'll take our happy birthday and we're going to put that there. So this is what it's going to do. I'm going to try and tuck that under the cone a little bit. There we have it. Okay. Now, do we want, we're going to put his little hat on. So let me grab another little mini. Actually, for that, I believe we're going to have to trim just a little bit of the edge because the minis are even the minis are too thick, too wide. So we're going to put that on his party hat. Okay. I can't get that. It's very small. I'm having trouble getting that backing off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to stick his hat on. Now, like, how adorable is this? Seriously, it's so cute. Okay, do we want the picnic basket? Thanks, Kathy. I'm glad you love them. We could put the picnic basket. What do you think? It's cute. Why not, right? Why not? We went through the effort to cut it out. Why not put it on? So I'm just going to add a bit of seal to that one side. And we're just going to kind of tuck it in here. Then we'll peel off our backings. So notice I just put dimensionals on either end because I do want this to kind of be staggered. Like, oh my gosh, like this. So I don't want it all the way off the card, just showing a little bit. Oh, and I put that too low. So let me see, can we pull that off? Oh, yes, we can. And another thing, I'm getting too excited. So another thing I did, I put that too far down. So what's going to happen now, I'm going to rub my fingers along that and I'm going to pull that dimensional right off. Because otherwise I would have glued it shut and whoever I sent this to would have been really like puzzled as to how to open their super cute card. So what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to tuck that little bumpet right in there. Whew, that was a save. That would have been funny. Make a card here for you guys that doesn't even open. Okay, and then I think the little piece of watermelon we could even add just down like that. And I think this is super cute. I'm excited to make more of these ones. Okay. So let's add that little piece of watermelon like that. Okay, so there is the almost done version of our turtle back fold card. I love how it showcases this fun DSP too. So now back to the bird. What I'm thinking, I don't have this one. I did make a turtle one ahead of time just to make sure I had some kind of plan, but for the bird one I did not. But I think it could be as simple as that. So let's take our birthday one. I'm going to put the dimensionals more towards the center. just so it stays on top of our soft seafoam cardstock. Okay, and then we'll take a bump it here and a bump it here. And let's see what that does. I love how you can have it like cascading over the sentiment banner like that. Super cute. Okay, so there's our bird card, our Flight Airy birthday card, just like that. Now I'm gonna add some bling. I promised you guys some bling. And so one of my new favorites are the shades of green hexagons. So if you are a demonstrator and you were able to pre-order these, you probably are loving them as much as I am, and customers can order them starting yesterday. So these are what you get. So there's 2 different sizes and they're in 4 shades of green. Okay, and I love them. They're so sparkly and they're so versatile. So this one here, let me see, I've got some questions coming up. Thanks, Jennifer. Carla, it is a very versatile fun fold, and great for paper pumpkin alternates, of course. Debbie, the green DSP is from the brand new Turtle-y Cute Designer Series paper right here. So this is the fun new one. It's in the brand new annual catalog that launched yesterday. So that's what that one is. All right, so back to our bling. We can choose any color we want on here. For this one, I think I'm going to go with the second darkest shade. And I'm sure these are probably particular colors, specific Stampin' Up colors, but I'm not sure which ones they are, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to stamp them and add them on. So we can put our third one anywhere we like. It gets lost over here, so I think maybe over here. All right, so there they are on our Turtle-y Cute. And of course it makes sense that you would use green bling on a green card, but let's use green bling over here on our blue card. So for this one, I'm going to choose the very lightest, almost white bling over here and show you how, where are we going to put it? And show you how versatile these really are. I feel like they're a must-have embellishment for those of you who like bling. I don't know. I never know where to put them though, that's the thing. But I think they stand out more on the blue. Okay, so there's today's cards. Hi Joan! Using Turtle-y Cute Designer Series paper and the Flight Airy Retired Designer Series paper. So showing you 2 different ways, craft from your stash, use what you have and love, and of course, buy the new ones that you are falling in love with and make the best of them. Make the most of what you already own, and let's just keep stamping and sharing our love of crafting. Good morning, Sonia. Okay, I'm back with you guys, and my desk has moved up again. I keep hitting that pesky button. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. You have until May 10th to sign up for my Creatively Hatched card class. Remember, 4 new options, so you can join from anywhere in the world. If you do not live in Canada, the option for you is the digital only option, where you'll get the PDF delivered to you in plenty of time to get your pieces prepared for our Zoom live class on June 4th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So I hope you can join us. Now I will note that Zoom class will not be recorded. So if you're not able to join, that's okay. You'll still have the PDF and you'll still be able to get through those cards without any issues. But of course, I would love to stamp with you and have you join us in the live Zoom. For everybody else in Canada, there's 3 options for you. One, you can place an order of $60 or more, fill in the registration form to let me know you want the class for free. Secondly, you can order the $40 kit that's going to come with some supplies and the pre-cut card pieces. I lost my train of thought. Or you can choose to just buy the basic kit, which just includes the 4 card bases pre-cut for you, ready to go, so you can assemble them and stamp with us on June 4th. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to hear from you and to help answer your questions. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed today's back fold, fun fold cards using the Turtle-y Cute and the Flight Airy. And if you want to get those orders placed, visit createwithbirdsnest.ca if you're here in Canada. And have a wonderful Wednesday. I hope this kicks your day off with a fabulous start and I will see you guys all again really soon. Cheers.